We're entering a time of phoniness, of uh, fake everything. AI has facilitated this by flooding us with fake videos, fake pictures, fake news stories. Uh, there have always been fake pictures and videos and news stories, so we've always had to double check our sources and make sure that what we are sharing is real. But we've entered an era where people don't seem to care if it's real. They just care if they like it or if it fits their agenda or their narrative. And you can see this shift to fakery in the way people present themselves, the way people communicate and interact, in people's social media posts and comments. And it's obviously a problem if you care about reality, if you care about the truth. It's also a problem if you don't care about the truth. As I've said before, the thing about reality is that you can deny it if you want to, and you can even get away with that for a while, but eventually reality catches up with you because reality doesn't share an agenda, it just is. And you will contend with reality, or eventually reality will contend with you. But in the meantime, there is a flood of uh, inauthenticity. And in this time of phoniness, we need to rebel. We need to be revolutionary in our demand for authenticity. Our demand for authenticity should be inversely proportional to the amount of phoniness that we see generated by our society. So be yourself and look for other people who are being themselves, and wait around long enough to make sure that they really are being themselves. Double check that authenticity. But that's not enough. That's just step one. That's never been the criteria for judging anything. That's the entry level, is to first determine what's real and what's authentic before you can make a decision on whether you value that thing, whether you want to interact with that person. So, first, be real. Second, double check that the things that you believe, the people that you follow, your friends, your acquaintances, the narratives that you accept are also real, and care about whether they are real. And then once you've figured out what is more or less likely to be the truth, then dig into it and try to find what's good. And that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is good. And you can't get there when you're swimming in a sea of phoniness, when you are surrounded by fakes that you can't tell who's really good and who's running a scam. In that respect, I've never really had a lot of fondness for the idea of people being bad, evil, um, obnoxious. I've never given anyone like extra credit for being authentic if their authentic selves are damaging to other people. There's no special merit for that. Um, but I will say, at the very least, their authenticity in their evil um, does make it easier to make a judgment. A judgment for your own safety, your own well-being, um, and um, yeah, ultimately, we have to look for the good. We have to look for things like respect and thoughtfulness, reason, curiosity, education. Uh, these are the things that ultimately expand the world that we live in, rather than limit it. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part, made harder when you can't trust what people say. You can't trust what comes across your own eyeballs. So, for this reason, I implore you to care about what is real and care about what is the truth in yourself and others. Uh, Figure things out. Look, observe. And this includes me. If you're looking at me, if you're listening to my words, if you're following me, um, don't just take what I say as at face value. Always check me too. Um, for my part, I will try to always be real with you. It's not really that difficult. Somebody said a while back that my personality on YouTube is, I mean, it's kind of like my real personality, but exaggerated a bit. But it's not really exaggerated that much. For some people who have met me in person, and for like family members and close friends who see me regularly, the goofiness and the sometimes the wild tangents that I go on, those happen even when the camera is not rolling. Um, so if there's any exaggeration in what you see on camera, I don't think it's very much. But for my part, I'll try to be real with you. And my request is that you be yourself, be authentic, and as your authentic self, also try to be good. Thanks for watching. Catchphrase.